Welcome to Prife International, where you can achieve the prime of your life. Prife is from the word prime and life. We coined this together, and that I resonate with that. Prime of our lives is when we just feel that vibrance of life, like when you were younger, right? You can still feel that. And in fact, science has proven that we can still feel and achieve that prime levels of our life, even at a very old age. Because again, chronological age is just a number. And we are as young as we think we are. And we are as young as our lifestyle and the discipline. So we can achieve that by getting into knowledge of how we can live longer and healthier. We can learn that today. I can give you suggestions where technology can help us achieve that. And you can also be younger by, making sure that the three elements or three components, well, I'll show you later, where you make sure that you do this, you use this every single day. All right, so I call this the key to ultimate human health. And disclaimer, the devices I show you are not FDA approved devices, meaning this is not under the medical FDA devices. The manufacturer, our company, and as a speaker, I don't give you any professional medical advices here. If you are looking for that, go back to your doctor. So use these devices based on our recommendations, and we give you good instructions and guidance on how you can optimize the use of these devices. All right. And before showing you the next slide, I'd like to show you some of our great testimonies. It's so good to be here. All right, some of our testimonies, and I'm sure you'll be encouraged because we have wonderful testimonies. Now, I'll show you testimonies of our iTeraCare users all over the world. Okay. Now, yesterday, I went to the office and there's a lot of great testimonies. Oh my gosh, a lot of great testimonies here in Malaysia. We also, our inventor of the Oxytap shared about the benefits of oxygenation and how it can accelerate healing and remove diseases in the body. We have the Oxytap. So I'll share you our product testimonies of our users of the iTeraCare. Here it is, okay? And you can get a copy of this later on. And this is compliant. We are using correct terms, safe terms. All right. And I start with this. Don't pop a pill, just blow it. Now, this is a radical way of embracing your health, which is the original way. And you know what I mean? Because every pill has a side effect. Every doctor will agree with that. And if you can minimize or remove that in your life, in your maintenance, better so. Okay, so we've got this patient with COVID vax-related injury showed improvement. These are our testimonies. As you can see, after 3 days, this guy regained his balance. All right, we've got this one. We have overall health and well-being, including maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. This is amazing because this guy took a journal, wrote it as a notebook, every 10 minutes. He tested using the blood sugar tester. And after 10 minutes of blowing, it tested it again. And guess what? The numbers are going down. So that's from 201, it went down to 185. Wow. We've got vascular incident associated with elevated blood pressure. In other words, these ladies, they had stroke. This is a friend of our friend. After 2 weeks of therapy, look at her face. From deformed, it got better. And we've got limited mobility. This lady also was bedridden for 3 months due to vascular incident. Another stroke victim here. And she got better after 53 days. Now, this is her today. And we have our latest photo also. She's walking really well. You can imagine she gained weight. Her hair turned dark. And there's a lot more. This is from Thailand. This guy, again, stroke, or we call this bleeding in the left basal ganglia near the brain stem. That's the safest way to say it. And he was challenged to address this surgically, and he said, nope. He used the iTeraCare, and after 45 days, he could jog. Again, jog from a wheelchair, started jogging, and communicate well in sentences, and is able to feed himself. That's amazing. This is from the Philippines. You know this guy. This is Paulo Andrade, and he was admitted to a very expensive hospital in the Philippines. We call it St. Luke's in BGC. And he was bedridden. He had aneurysm. We call it abnormal dilation and disruption in the blood supply to the brain. Right? That's the long term there. We call this aneurysm. And he was discharged after 10 days of using the iTeraCare. Was able to walk by himself, just using it for 5 days. And today he's really, really well. Wow, I'm just so excited. This is Miss Angie, one of our leaders here in Prife International Philippines. She had severe discomfort in leg and back for 4 years. I'm in total pain. And after using the device for 10 days, she can walk. I was there. She's walking, guys. Pain was gone, totally gone until today. So it's not just any type of device where you use it for several months and you see results and afterwards you go back. No, not the iTeraCare. The more you use it, the more the body responds to its healing capacity. So this lady, Angie, is still walking today, doing the business, sharing the iTeraCare to his friends and his families all over the world. Wow. Joint discomfort and stiffness. This one, after 15 minutes, they were able to move. We've got difficulty of walking. We've got Achilles for 2 years. Look at that. This picture speaks by itself. We have vascular health or varicose veins, huge ones here. And there's a lot. I've seen a lot of photos in our distributors or partners' Facebook pages, and they send it to our group chats. I mean, vascular, this is quite common. People using the device and people with this problem, it's quite common. The iTeraCare is an absolute winner here. I mean, you can see amazing results to varicose veins. We have temporary weakness or paralysis of facial muscles. Call this Bell's palsy, right? These are our one of our first testimonies. So again, the iTeraCare is a sure winner for Bell's palsy. We've got numerous Bell's palsy testimonies all over the world. Cognitive decline, this is Alzheimer, this lady also, and I'm sure this is from the United States, or if I'm not mistaken, Canada. So you can see this lady is expressing her joy and she's smiling after using the iTeraCare. And we've got facial deformity due to physical injury. Look at that, got better here. Eyes, unable to open it for many, many years. After 5 minutes of using the iTeraCare, she's able to open her right eye. And she shared her testimony in one of our events, and we were all teary-eyed that time. Ladies and gentlemen, stiffness and restricted movement in the shoulder joint or frozen shoulder. You can see that. This is just 15 minutes of using the device. Amazing. Abnormalities in the thyroid gland. This is thyroid or goiter, as we call it, or thyroid lump, you know. Look at that, gone, right? In just 10 sessions. Wow. Eye discomfort. This is also great for the eyes. That's the iTeraCare. And overall, it supports respiratory wellness. We've got a lot of testimonies, people with asthma, lung problem. This one, we've got Eddie Long. You can see, you can check their post in their Facebook page. These two people here, Eddie and Ida, they posted this in their Facebook page, and they're so grateful because of the iTeraCare. And many, many more. We've got lumped beneath her left breast. 2 weeks of using it, gone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. We've got, immune disorders like this lady, or we call it, she has cancer. All right. I'm sure it's not allowed to say that, but this is immune disorder on on her breast. Until today, she's alive. This is from India. And we've got accumulation of fluid in the abdominal organs. Ascites, we call this. Look at this. After 7 weeks, it took her a long time to get the result. But don't stop. If you're hearing me, if you're here for the very first time and you have a health challenge, this would encourage you. This lady has abdominal problem. We call it ascites. Those fluids are stuck in her belly, and it's been there for many years, and the doctor said we need to operate. They don't have enough money, and she was in terrible pain, terrible discomfort. And a friend said, try this device. This could help you. Again, it's important also to put your faith, of course, in healing in God. And they did. And they said, every time they do the therapy, they said, Lord, use this device. And after 7 weeks, lo and behold, hell break loose. The belly button opened and the fluid started gushing out. Look and see that. I mean, that basin, those bubbles, that's not soap. That's from the belly. And now she's working. She's a normal mother, carrying her kids and the family. Bone fragility, 93-year-old, still alive today. This is from Singapore. She was bedridden, and because of the iTeraCare, look at her. And many, many more, meningitis, sepsis, 3-year-old girl, because of the iTeraCare. She's well, and she is so energetic, that normal little girl, living her life because of the iTeraCare. So a lot, ladies and gentlemen, skin problems, psoriasis and all of this stuff. This is the iTeraCare. This is rocking the world. We've got 500 doctors endorsing and using this device. We are just so proud because a lot of spas all over the world are now using the iTeraCare, as part of their service. We have spas in the Philippines, and they're using not just iTeraCare, they're using now the Bio and the Oxytap added service. And wow, people just loving it. Even for facial spas, you can see amazing results, wrinkles removed in just one therapy after 30 minutes, skin firmness, and many more. Hair concerns, we've got tons of this. Amazing results, skin beauty, even for animals and pets. I've gotten my testimony. Our goldfish, right, was reborn, revived because of the iTeraCare. I'm sure a lot of you have seen and you have your own personal testimonies if you have your pets and animals. And so this is the future of medicine. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay. And that's just few of what we have. We've got a lot, thousands of our testimonies all over the world. So what is your testimony? Okay. If you have, share it to your friends. This is how we can empower the world. Somehow we can change the world, the world, even in a fraction, by just sharing what we have here. The technology that we have is life-changing. The ancient times, there was no disease. They're born, they age, and they die like 300, 400. That was normal. Today, it's hard for a person to even reach 80 years old, 70 years old. Why? Everybody dies because of sickness and disease, because of lifestyle, the food we're eating, the meds. The number one cause of death in the world is cardiovascular disease. That is blockage, ladies and gentlemen. Second is cancer. And third is medical error. I always say it's sad. People put their faith in the medical world, but they have errors, are iatrogenic, misdiagnosis, and people die because of that. And that's something we need to understand, huh? All right. A lot of people are dying because of that. This is the harsh reality of our time, ladies and gentlemen. How can we change this? If we understand that the main cause or the mother of disease is blockage or inflammation, that's where it starts. We address that. How can we address that? We address that by understanding first that the body heals itself. So we have these blockages, we have this inflammation inside our bodies, and this causes all this discomfort or pain, right? If you have a inflammation or discomfort in your knee, Something's telling you, hey, you got to cut down your sugar, your acidity is going up. You got to do something, or you got to move or take enough water. Every pain is a signal. Every pain is a signal in the body. What are you doing? If you don't understand that the pain is a signal and it has to tell you, it's telling you, you got to change something with what you're doing, then the meds will ignore that. When you take a med, what happens? It suppresses the pain, but it's not getting into the source of the pain, right? And that's why I don't take meds, because it's suppressing it. It's just cutting those sensory, that says, there's no more pain, but there is still a problem. The med is just cutting that pain sensory, but it's not curing, or it's not addressing the problem. So let's address the problem. The problem is, hey, it's your lifestyle. It's what you're eating. And understand that the body can heal itself. We just have to feed what the body needs. If the body gets what it needs, the nutrition, the oxygen, the energy, the body will heal itself. Hippocrates said that 25 centuries ago. We have this natural healing force within each one of us. This is the force that makes us well. It's not the meds, it's not the supplement, it's not external. It is within us, designed by the Creator. Why? Everything in our atoms, in the atomic level, everything is energy, right? This is the building block of matter. If everything is energy, therefore, even the entire body, the human body, is an energy field. We are energy beings. As I always say, beings from the word means we can, or we can become what we choose to become. We can become sick, but we can also be well. We have the capacity. We just need to have the right knowledge, the right components, the elements, feeding the body. We can become healthy. That is our power. And within atoms, they have found two things: waves and particles. It's non-stuff, non-material. So if it's non-stuff, non-material, if it's energy, therefore everything vibrates. Our thoughts and feelings are not stuff. They are frequency. They vibrate. So tune in to the right frequency and the body will respond. Everything around you will respond. Nikola Tesla said this: if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Wow. Amazing. Future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Again, it's all about energy and frequency. You have to open your mind, your consciousness. Hey, this is the real stuff here. When we understand how energy works, everything in our lives would change. I'm telling you. Laying of hands, it's also energy. All right. Why? It emits that power from within us. We are designed to heal others also. And this future is here. It could be through to access that power within us, or we can use technology to help the body heal itself using frequency and energy. This is the future, guys. In fact, this future has been used in the ancient times. We're really going back to the original way of healing the body, which is, we call it future, but actually this is the original way of healing the body. It's never meds. It's never this, other stuff that we're doing. It's going back to nature. And nature provides the energy, the power to heal the body. So, wow, this understanding now, go back to nature. Our modern lifestyle is not healthy. It is designed to keep us in the loop. We become sick, and it's a business, because a sick society is a good business for them. If you're healthy, you are an enemy to them. You're not a customer. So I don't want to be a customer. I don't want to be their customer. I want to be my own healer. I can heal my body. If I have the right knowledge, I can heal my body, because my body is designed to heal itself. Now, we've got NASA here. I show you a lot of these technologies, guys. Even NASA has invented the PEMF. They were the pioneers of the PEMF. Thomas J. Goodwin. What is PEMF? It's pulse electromagnetic field. So the short description is it mimics magnetism of Earth. They use this for their astronauts. The backstory is, they're looking for technologies where they can help the bodies of the astronaut regenerate even if they're in space. Okay, they can recover fast. So they have created the PEMF, which mimics the magnetism of Earth, because when you're in space, you know what I mean? The body deteriorates fast. You don't have gravity, you don't have the atmosphere, and so on and so forth. So NASA discovered this in 2003, and guess what? It's helping a lot of their astronauts. It increases cellular growth, a lot of great benefits here. This is the PEMF, and again, it's the power of frequency. And we have this technology in our Bio and BioLite. It's available in Prife. Dr. Anthony Holland also have discovered that frequencies, certain frequency, tuning it into the 11th harmonic level, as he said it, cancer cells are being shattered. Wow, no meds, no other manipulation, it's all frequency, and cancer cells are being shattered, leukemia cells. Watch his TED Talk. It will give you goosebumps. Again, frequency. No meds, frequency. This is the future. Now, frequency, terahertz frequency. There are a lot of frequencies. If you look at the spectrum of frequencies, we've got on the left side, we've got the electronic frequency. We've got radio wave, longer length, all right? We've got microwave, shorter length, but more stressing to the body, especially the microwave ovens. I don't recommend you use microwave ovens. I always tell my friends, don't use microwave ovens. The food you eat there has a lot of radiation and it kills the cell. It disrupts because, electromagnetics are pulsating, right? They're not stable, and the body's linear energy. And so when you bring that in your body, like wearing your Apple Watch, or you have phones in your body, holding it all the time, it disrupts the energy in the body. And this is not pseudoscience anymore. Science has proven this, that if we have all of this electromagnetic stuff in the body, which we have all the time. Nathan, I'm not holding the phone. Well, there's Wi-Fi. All right. Nathan, I don't even use it. Well, there is cell phone towers. It's around us. We need to protect the body. All right. And so we've got photonics on the other side of the spectrum. These are light waves. We have the terahertz. This is the frequency that's being emitted in our iTeraCare. The terahertz is not electronic or photonic waves. This was discovered by the American scientists in the 1980s, and they call this wave as the wave of life because it matches the vibrational frequency of human cells. In other words, it resonates with the cells of the human body. Wow. Japanese scientists, they call this light of life, and the Chinese scientists, they call this God's wave band. In 2004, the US government named this frequency as one of the top 10 technologies that would change the future world. It's also being used for communication, aviation, and biomedical. All right. This is called non-ionizing frequency. Non-ionizing frequency means it does not remove electrons from the cells. That's called non-ionizing. The phone, it removes electrons from the cell. That's why it's called ionizing frequencies. The EMF from our phones, they are called ionizing. And it's not good. It stresses us. It creates havoc within our cell. So guys, think about what I'm saying here. It's time to be more mindful. It's important that we understand how energy works and how this technology can affect us also. Now, let's go into terahertz. Non-ionizing, it's safe. Scientific data proves that terahertz in human health is amazing. We've got a lot of this review. This was also written by the National Library of Medicine in the US government site. And they're using terahertz even for medical diagnostics and treatments. right? We've got angina treatments and many more, even for brain, neuronal synaptic transmissions. Wow, it's great for the brain. No wonder we've got a lot of stroke patients after using the device. They started moving their hands, speech going back, started talking again, started feeding themselves. Why? Again, the brain, right? Those blockages are removed. That's the power of terahertz. And a lot of research papers, a lot of them. You can Google it, guys. All right, the effects of terahertz waves in the physical body, not just the body, but even to living things. We've got, my favorite is the Russian Academy of Sciences. The Russian Academy have proven that the terahertz can stimulate or awaken stem cells in the body. Woo! Wow. Start using your iTeraCare. We have stem cells all over the body, and most of that is actually in our spine. So when you blow this on your spine, 15 to 20 minutes, your stem cell starts to awaken. And you know, stem cells, brand new cells. You're gonna look younger. You're gonna have brand new kidneys, brand new lungs, brand new skin. That's why a lot of our users, like I've got this friend, his name is Rafi. I call him Sir Rafi. He's quite on his age, right? I think 60 or more, 65 or up, you know, but he looks like 50 years old. And you know what? He's been using the iTeraCare for more than 2 years now. I mean, his face, his skin, and he's so proud that he said, you know, iTeraCare has really helped my physical body and I'm looking younger. And a lot of this great testimonies. I've been using the iTeraCare now for more than 2 years, and I can see myself, my energy going up. I mean, the more I use it, the better it helps my body's strength. All right, even my skin. I just love it. Now, this is our scientist, inventor. His name is Professor Yang Win Jun. He's the first scientist who successfully invented the terahertz light wave device. With over 8 years of research, this is our first edition. His first edition of terahertz frequency device. This was created last 2014. And you know how much it cost? 400,000 US dollars. Yes, no exaggeration. This cost 400,000 US dollars. They spent millions of US dollars to create this device. It's crazy, you know? Wow. And the second edition, third, now we have this iTeraCare at a fraction of a cost, like less than 400 US dollars or 400 US dollars. Come on, compared to 400,000 US dollars. Of course, that's the evolution of technology. They have found ways to cut the cost. And now with massive production, the cost goes very low and everybody can benefit with this powerful device. This is Yang Win Jun. We've got 62 clinical test reports using energy test, and the iTeraCare is #1 against inflammation. You know inflammation, right? That is, again, the root cause. That's the introduction telling you, hey, you're going to have disease here. If you're not going to do something, it's going to start with inflammation. We are #1 with that. Health quality, even tumor, viruses, diabetes, and many, many more. The iTeraCare is so safe. It is portable, and we have the 3-in-1 core technology. The terahertz is again resonating with the same frequency of the human cell and is amplified by this quantum energy. Wow, you know, quantum energy, it's great to balance the body. It strengthens the energy of the cells. Quantum energy is a healing energy also. And the optical quartz is the proprietary technology here, guys, which generates the terahertz in a natural way. It has over 100 of these earth elements, earth minerals combined together and form it in a tube, crystal tube. And with the power of the terahertz and the power of this technology, we're able to emit this powerful frequency that helps the human body heal itself. These are the features of the iTeraCare. We have penetration, which penetrates to your bone marrows, all right? It penetrates through your cells and activates through resonance. So resonance, it kills bad cells. Resonance means anything that is not in match with the frequency, all those bad cells are liquefied. That's why drink lots of water. It identifies mutated cells and abnormal cells, and it's very safe to use, no radiation. And if you're sensitive to red radiation, because the body, of course, it has fan, it has radiation, of course, but from the tube towards the body where you're pointing it, it has zero. If you're sensitive, use a stand. You can buy a stand, a blower stand, which you can find it in Amazon, Lazada, or Shopee, all right? And it's user-friendly. All ages can use it. Little babies can use it. Newborn babies can use it. So let's go into this data here again. This is proven that the iTeraCare can help the healing innate system of the body. Before using the iTeraCare, this man's energy alignment was at 75% based on what? The energy centers. These are energy centers. You have 7 of those. So each has different colors. It has its representation. Now, the idea is the more it is aligned, if it's perfectly aligned, in other words, the body has achieved the state of homeostasis. Say it with me, homeostasis, the state of relaxation and balance state where the body can heal itself. You achieve that when you're totally balanced, when you're totally relaxed. You know, usually you achieve that in meditation, or when you are really relaxed, right, with enough oxygen and enough energy in the body, you create homeostasis and the body starts healing. Without homeostasis, the body cannot heal. All right. The body's stressed. There's no healing there. So the iTeraCare, after 15 minutes of using it, the body achieves 92% of energy alignment, which is a huge boost to the body's innate healing system. And after 30 minutes of using the device, it went to 100% energy alignment. That's the power of the terahertz. 1 hour of iTeraCare therapy is equivalent to 10 times of acupuncture, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of massage. That's the iTeraCare, right? So for more of this information, ask the person that invited you. If you're pregnant, don't use it. Menstruating, don't blow there directly. If you have open wounds, fractured bones, stent in the heart, don't blow directly there. Objects implanted like titanium, silicon, don't blow to those areas directly, especially if you have lens implanted in your eyes, don't blow directly there. So for more information, follow the blowing guide, which is available. You can download that and you can follow those wonderful guides where you can optimize the use of the iTeraCare. All right, now we have the iTeraCare, but we can add more. These are some of our powerful products in Prife, which can add to your health, where you can achieve the ultimate human health. The iTeraCare is totally amazing, but we need to complete the trilogy of wellness. We call this the pyramid of health. Everything, when you say pyramid, everything is threefold here, all right? Threefold is always the nature's powerful, solid power, all right? The trilogy of wellness is according to Gary Brecka. According to this guy and a lot of doctors, scientists, they said they have concluded that for a human being to achieve its ultimate human health, it needs 3 elements, and it's going back to nature, right? He said that if raw materials we take in the body, if it's not converted into a form that the body needs, we have deficiency. What does it mean? Meaning, if the body isn't able to process and convert those raw materials, the body won't have enough nutrients, won't have enough of those minerals and amino acids where it's absorbed by our cells, and it helps overall health, all right, because you don't methylate. Methylation is so important in the body. Deficiency is the #1 cause why we have all of these diseases. We don't have enough, you know, like we don't have enough vitamin D. We don't have enough calcium. We don't have enough amino acids, essential amino acids. If we don't have all of this stuff, the body is deficient and the body won't perform. Every raw material must be converted through methylation. And we can achieve methylation by doing 3 things. These three elements is super, super important. It is mandatory that you need these three elements, or else the body won't go into methylation. You won't go have enough energy. The body will become weak and sicker and sicker. So this is free, guys. Earthing and grounding is free. Breath work is free, where you can achieve enough oxygen in the body, and sunlight is free. But the question is, are we doing this every day? No, we're not doing this every day. Well, you can, if you don't have time, you can buy the superhuman protocol of Gary Breccia that costs 150,000 US dollars. This is used by elites, celebrities, athletes, and rich people. 150,000 US dollars. You can buy this. It's in his website. He has the oxygenator, right? With pumps oxygen. You use it like there's a mask there. All right. And there is this PEMF mat, all right, where it gives you magnetism like grounding, and he has the infrared pod here. It mimics the sunlight. 150,000. Wow. If you want this, fine, but I have a solution for you. The earthing and grounding, which is very important for our health because of magnetism from the earth, it discharges unnecessary energies in the body, like the EMF, stress. We need to discharge. We got all of this charging from lifestyle and electronic charging. We need to discharge. The body is an electronic field or energy field. By discharging, the body goes into balance, and it changes the polarity of our cells, allowing more nutrients to get in. Polarity change means the cells are not clumped together. More oxygen, more nutrients in the cells. Earthing is very, very important. But are you doing that? Yeah. Almost everybody is not earthing anymore. We are wearing slippers, we're wearing shoes. You go out, everything is cemented. There's no way. I mean, you have to be intentional. You got to go to the beach for you to ground. But are we doing this every day? No. Are you having enough oxygen? Is your room ventilated? We're all in a box. It's air conditioned. There's not enough ventilation and oxygen. We need enough oxygen. Oxygen is an important element so the body can methylate. Without enough oxygen, the brain doesn't work well. Cancer cells will thrive in a less oxygen body, and you know that. Oxygen is important. Sunlight is so important. We are meant to spend 85% of our time outdoors. So we can convert that light and turn it into vitamin D, and the body can now use that vitamin D to a lot of stuff in the body, especially for calcium, for bones. Sunlight is important. These three things, these three elements is so important. If you move farther from these three things, we become sicker. Wow, that is such a revelation here. Why every cell in your body is a battery? That's according to Bruce Lipton. The idea is, this is what Bruce Lipton said, and a lot of doctors, the idea is put more energy in your cells. Gary Breccia said, the idea for you to be younger and live longer and slow aging is to put energy in your cells. It's all about the energy in your cells, in your mitochondria. So ladies and gentlemen, I have a solution. Instead of buying the human protocol, superhuman protocol at 150,000, you can get the Prife International's version. We have the grounding using the bio. We have the oxygenation using the Oxytap, and the sunlight's energy using our iTeraCare. This three combination, guys, is so powerful. It will help your body heal faster, attain superhuman health. So the food you eat is methylated. The supplements you're taking will be methylated, and the body will just achieve wonderful state of health and vitality. Take this three, complete this three. You need this in your body. You need this grounding. If you cannot ground, get the bio. The bio will help you earth the body. Magnetism is important in the body to charge the body and remove those unnecessary charging and stress in the body. Use the BioLite. This is a very powerful PEMF device in the world today. The Oxytap. It says here, the presence of oxygen is the absence of disease. The Oxytap is totally amazing. I've seen the demonstration yesterday by Wilson Tan, the inventor and CEO of the Oxytap. I mean, guys, it's mind-blowing. The Oxytap is so powerful that the oxygen is infused in the water. Water and oxygen is both important, right? The Oxytap gives you that powerful water with so much enough oxygen so the body can start bringing all those elements and start methylating. So you need this. And the importance of oxygen in our mitochondria is just superb. You need that power. Or else if you have hypoxia, all right, less oxygen, you know what happens to your body? You crave for sugar. Sugar is not the energy of our cells. It is oxygen. It is frequency. When a cell has enough oxygen to use, the cells can start transporting energy. And there's a chain of energy produced cell to cell. We need to have enough ATP or energy so that the cells can start functioning well. It can repair injury. You know what? If you have enough oxygen, you can repair your body well. If you have injuries, you know, they take oxygen. Athletes, they use oxygenation, right? When they're in that state of performance, they take enough of that oxygen. They take enough of that water oxygenator. And you know what happens? The body can perform well. This is very important. Now, Dr. Otto Warburg, a biologist, a Nobel Prize winner, he said, if a cell is deprived 30% of its oxygen within 48 hours, it can become cancerous. Wow. It can become cancerous. Don't deprive your cells away from oxygen. You need enough oxygen, and the Oxytap is the solution here. Oxygen and neurons combine. It's what's needed to create high elevated emotions. Nobody wakes up laughing and happy, right? Everybody wakes up feeling tired and, and like bored and feeling sad. Because why? It's easy for us to access low frequency. It's hard for us to access high energy or high frequency. And you need oxygen for you to access high elevated emotions. So if you take oxygen first thing in the morning and you say thank you and you're grateful, you feel that high elevated emotion. That is the key for you to create your success in your life. The more of this high elevated emotion, the more you attract wonderful things and good things in your life. You agree with me, right? That is important. So the sunlight is produced by the iTeraCare, which mimics 1/40 of that energy. So you need these three things. This three powerful combination will help you achieve the ultimate human health. We call this the trilogy of wellness. Wow. So if you don't have your Oxytap, get one. If you don't have your Bio, get one. If you don't have your iTeraCare yet, start with the iTeraCare, but complete the set of wellness, the trilogy of wellness, and let everybody in your family enjoy what real health is all about. Health is about nature, and these three elements is now here through Prife International. We are positioned to be the world's leader in human health, using the most advanced frequency products today. And I'm so proud of this company. We've got a lot of more products and we're expanding well. This is a 2-year-old company. You can join us if you feel that you want to contribute also by using our products, empowering people by sharing the iTeraCare. Join us. We are in over 80 regions, states, countries all over the world already. And we are expanding well. We are in North and Latin America already, in Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, and in the United States and all over the world. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for listening to me.